Let me get my webcam up. There it is. Okay. Let me just go ahead and type in chat. Okay, nope, never mind. Okay, it's good. My friend got back to me. Come on. Okay, he's getting his laptop set up. Cool. Okay. Hello, everybody. As you can see, I am on a new platform called OBS. Sorry about that. I had something in my teeth. The reason why I'm on OBS is because now I can start streaming on my computer and share my screen, so you can know what I'm looking at and what I'm actually doing now. So yeah, this is gonna be new content on my channel. This is going to be something new that I'm doing. And my first thing that I am doing... Oh, hi Lucas! You're here. Okay, as I was saying, what I'm going to be doing on... This is going to be something new on my channel that I'm going to start streaming on OBS so that I can actually show you guys what I'm doing on my computer. And I am going to make a series, just like a couple of episodes of My Hero Academia tier list. So let's see if I can get this up. And actually, I'm still new to OBS, so oh god, what am I doing? I'm still new to OBS, so this is all new to me. You know what? Let me switch it up over here, because I don't want to block my webcam. Well, I won't be blocking my webcam. Okay. So I just want to double check and make sure you can see my screen. You can see like my cursor moving and everything. Like you can see my screen just fine, Lucas. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna just go down the list of the tier list. So first episode, awesome. You can see the screen. Cool. We're gonna do this one first. Now I haven't watched all the anime yet. Still need to do that. So we're just going to go right down the list. Now, some of these characters I do not know because I have not seen the full anime yet. So, yeah, let's get this stupid ad out of the way. So we're going to start with Cheese Man, Aoyama. And the ranking is like S, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So Cheese Man, I mean, he's not my ultimate favorite of Class 1A or any of the characters, but he is kind of odd. Because it's like he's breaking the fourth wall. So I'm going to put him in C. I have a feeling that's where he belongs, in C. Next, well, another reason why I put Aoyama in C is because he is too obsessed with Midoriya, and because it was a little spoiler alert if you haven't read the chapter this is in. I don't remember what chapter it was. I haven't read it either, but it was spoiled for me. But Aoyama was the UA traitor. Spoiler alert. That is another reason why I put him in C. So, yeah. Let me know if you agree with this or not agree with this. So, yeah, those are my reasonings on why I put Aoyama in C. Yeah. Next up is Mina Ashido. Now, I do like her and her lust for tea and drama. And I do like her quirk, because her quirk is actually pretty interesting. I think I would give her a B, and because she was friends with Kirishima back in middle school. So I think that's a pretty fair ranking with Mina, because as long as you have that person that you know and trust with some of your secrets, then she would be the person to go to, maybe. Because she's a sweet gal in MHA. Do you agree? I mean, yeah, she sometimes doesn't take things too seriously. She likes to joke around. So yeah, definitely C rank. Cause she does. I agree. She doesn't always take things seriously. Let's see. Sue. I mean, her quirk is frog. I would put her in D because her quirk is. Don't get me wrong, she's strong, but her quirk is uh, kind of useless. While these two, their quirks are useful. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Sue as a character, but her quirk is it's kind of useless and powerless. Yeah. Yeah, if she has to deal with fire, Sue isn't very useful. I agree with that. I do. So I put her in the D ranking. Now, Tiny Ida, I would put him. See, he takes things too seriously at times. So I'm a mix between C and B because his quirk is it only makes him faster, but yet he is kind of he takes things too seriously at times, and he needs to take a chill pill. So where would he fit better at in the B ranking or C ranking? Because he does take things seriously. Yeah, yeah. He did try to take on a villain who attacked his brother with no need for his own safety. And he brought his two of his friends into that fight as well. So yeah, definitely a C. Ochako Uraka. I would put her in B because her quirk is useful, especially if um there's like broken down buildings or rubble, and she can just use her quirk to get all that rubble up and off of the survivors. And there's only one reason why I don't like Uraka. Oh, it's the chat is kind of slow. I don't know if I can. Well, this chat, this is connected to my YouTube, and I think another reason why it's a little bit slow is because I have other tabs up. So, plus I'm kind of new to this, so I can see if I can fix this like once I'm done recording, because I'm still new to OBS. Plus, I don't have a great computer. This is because the only computer that I have is my MacBook Air. So it I've had this for like a few years. So it might be a little slow, but I can see if I can fix it. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay. Oh, I think his name is Ojiro, the one with the tail. I would put him in F because his quirk is literally just a tail. That's all I have to say. His quirk is literally just a tail. Like, what good use is that? Yeah, he's good in hand to hand combat, but he's not really that useful. Kaminari, I know this is gonna come as a shock. I do like Kaminari because he's the human version of Pikachu. But I would have to go with at least a B or an A because with his electricity, he can, if he uses it right, he can stun the villains. And he can make sure to get any people out of there if there are people nearby the fight and there's no one else there except for the villain and Kaminari. Because he can just stun, if he can just stun the villains and get the survivors out of there without using so much of his quirk that he uh, does his stupid face when he uses it too much. Yeah. Okay, Kirishima. He can harden up. He can harden up. I mean, in a way, that's a good quirk, but in a way, how would that help in a dangerous situation? I mean, he can't really project it onto others to protect civilians if there is a falling building. He is a good defense hero. That that is true. He is a good defense hero. So would we put him with in B or C? Which one would you go with? B? Yeah. Okay, Coda. Hmm. I mean, he can talk to animals. I would put him in E maybe because it's useful for quick a quick situation. Cause the others may not understand the animals, but they can understand the urgency in the animal's tone, I guess. If there is a urgency to get pro heroes to the scene. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. Sato, I think his name is. I'm putting him in F because his quirk is useless. Like his quirk isn't even great. It's Sugar Rush. Like what good would that do? I mean, he would be good in hand-to-hand combat like Ojiro, but otherwise his quirk is useless. Literally. Exactly. Okay, and I did find out why it it lags, why the live stream chat is lagging. It's because it's not that it's lagging, it's that there's just a delay, cuz from what I am reading, it says network latency, or however you pronounce it, happens when there's a delay in a message sent between the device and the server that does the job. And this happens when, of course, you're live streaming. But I'm going to search to why it is lagging. Yeah, but after this stream, I am going to fix it so that way it doesn't lag anymore. So by next stream, hopefully, it will not lag. So yeah, it's not my device, it's just how OBS works. But I will get that fixed by next stream. So it won't lag anymore on OBS. So that's a good thing. That's gonna be a good thing when I fix it, when I get it fixed. So, yay. Okay, let's continue. Because my connection is good. My connection is absolutely great, because you can see that down here. Oh, and instead of you looking at a blank screen when I instead of like looking like if I leave my webcam, you won't have to look at the webcam anymore when I have to go do something. Cause look at what I figured out. I'm gonna try and design it a little bit. I got this off of Google, but I have a be right back screen, so that way you're not looking at nothing. You can just look at this. So yeah, and it fades in and out. So yeah, I'm still learning about OBS. Yeah, Mooney. I did have another one on here, but I had to get rid of it because, of course, my stupid computer needed updating and it wouldn't update because it didn't have enough gigabytes. So yeah, let's get back to the tier list. Shoji. Shoji can just put body parts all over his body, like eyes and ears. That's kind of like terrifying. So I'm gonna put him in E because one, that is extremely terrifying, and two, it could be useful if you need to hear far. So yeah, his quirk is just terrifying. But it can be a little useful. Okay, Jiro. Jiro, I think she can radiate her heartbeat into the speakers and max the volume. I think that's what she can do. So I am putting her in D because her quirk it's useful, but it's not useful. Yeah, useful for reckon and can create sound waves. Yeah, so I'm putting her in D because it can be useful, but it's not really a it can be a combat quirk, but it's just like one of those ones where you can disorient them, the villain. Okay, Zero. Zero is his quirk. He's like Spider-Man, but crappy, like a Walmart brand Spider-Man. So I am putting him in E because he's just like a Walmart brand Spider-Man. That's all he is. He's a Walmart version of Spider-Man. Yeah, he's an off-brand Spider-Man. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I definitely agree. Tokoyami, I have to put him. I would have to put him in F because don't get me wrong, he has a good quirk, but he mainly needs darkness to use actually use his quirk. So, yeah, I just think that he deserves to be at the bottom. Don't get me wrong, I like Tokoyami. Yeah, Dark Shadow is difficult to control as well. So I understand that bit. Okay, Todoroki. Shoto Todoroki. I would have to put him in. He's one of my more favorite characters, but his quirk, half hot, half cold, that could work. I'm putting him in A because that could work in so many situations. He could help so many people. He can, like, if there are people trapped in ice, he could use his fire quirk, his fire side, to melt the ice to get them to safety. And if they have burns on their body, then he can use his ice side to cool off the burns to make sure they don't get infected or make sure it hurts less. And he has wonderful control over his quirk. Yeah, his quirk does have limits, but he knows how to control the limits on what he uses. Okay, Toru, I have to put her in F because she needs to be completely undressed to have use of her quirk. And that is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of gross in a way. And plus, you never see what she actually looks like, so. Because she never turns off her quirk. But for her to completely get use of her quirk, she has to be completely undressed, which would be uncomfortable. Exactly. I completely agree with you. Like, that makes, like, no sense at all. Okay, Bakugo. Ah, I would have to put him in A tier with Todoroki. Same with Deku, because they both have extremely strong quirks, but they have limits as well. Like all three of them have limits to their quirks. Deku goes above and beyond. beyond with his quirk and goes past his limits. But he knows his limits. Yes, Bakugo is easily angered and violent, but he does have a very strong, very powerful quirk. Same with Deku. And they both know their limits, and they both have limits to their quirks. Okay, Minoru Mineta, he's going in F. I think we both know why. He's just going in F, no ifs, ands, or buts. He's just going there and staying there. He is a pervert. Yes, he is. Minoru Mineta is a pervert. Momo, I would have to put her in C because she has a strong quirk and it's very extremely useful. But she has limits, and she has to have I think it's protein. The more protein she eats, the more I can't remember. The more protein she eats, the more she can use her quirk. Yeah. Yeah, that's the word that I was looking for, lipids. Okay. Now on to my favorite character, Racerhead, aka Shota Aizawa. I would have to put him in S tier because he can bring enemies, villains down to his level and fight quirkless. He basically fights quirkless, so that is very useful, and he can just bring them down to his level. But he does have limits because he gets dry eyes very quickly. And he is just yeah, he's definitely an S tier. Great combat. Yeah, that's the only issue. His quirk doesn't work on mutant quirks. But he can still bring mostly every villain down to his level and fight quirkless, hand-to-hand combat. Now that we have all of Class 1A done, some of these people I don't know, and some of them I don't know their quirks. So, yeah. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. What's his name? Awasi. I'm not sure what his quirk is. I mean, I can look it up. Okay, his quirk is wield. It gives him the ability to fuse objects at an atomic level, although he needs to be touching both objects to fuse them. This quirk is effective on both organic and inorganic material. I mean, that would be a... Oh yeah, some of these other characters are going to be difficult for the both of us, but we can get through it. That'd be tough. I mean, that would be this would be like maybe or maybe in this episode we can just do the characters that we know. How about that? We can just do the people that we know. Would that work? Like, in the tier list, we could rank them. Oh, that's alright. We can only do the characters that we know and rank them, if that would work for you, because some of these characters I don't even know. Because I haven't seen the full anime yet. I've only watched up to season 2. I'm not even done with season 2 yet. So we can just do the people that we know. Okay, we know Tetsu Tetsu. Tetsu Tetsu has almost the same quirk as Kiri, but steel. So where do you think he would fit in? Because Kiri and Kirishima and Tetsu Tetsu basically have the same quirk, but one is just crappier than the others. Yeah, he's just a ripoff of Kiri. So he would be in what? In C tier, same as Kiri. Yeah. Monoma, he is a jerk, but I hate to say this, but he's a jerk, but his quirk is extremely useful. I went with same tier as Kiri for Tetsu Tetsu. Monoma, he's a jerk, but his quirk is very useful. Hate to say it, but his quirk is useful. His quirk would be useful in fights. So I would put him, I hate to do it, but he would be in maybe a B tier, C tier. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Okay. Mirio. Where would he fit in? Because he can, like, phase through, like, walls and floors and ceilings. So where would Mirio fit in? Yeah. C. Okay. Let's see. Shinzo. He has, like, a voice manipulation quirk. I mean, how useful is that? Because that can only get him so far. I'm tempted to put him in C with Mirio. Because that can only go so far and so good. Plus, he has to have the villain answer his question. B. I mean, yeah, he should have been in the hero course instead of Mineta. In all honesty, he should have been in the hero course instead of Mineta. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, now we're on to like the main heroes from All Might to Nezu. All Might, he would be on maybe. Now, are we talking pre All for One fight before he got his injury or after he got his injury? Because if it's before he got his injury, I would say A. But if it's after he got his injury, I would say maybe a B. Because he does have a limit now after his fight with All for One. Oh, F. I mean, yeah. He didn't even properly train Midoriya or even try to. And he basically groomed Midoriya. He basically groomed him. He basically groomed Midoriya. So yeah. Let's see. President Mike. Where would President Mike fit into all of this? Yeah. All Might definitely groomed Midoriya into his successor. Mike is best, yes. He has a really good quirk too. I think his name is what, Sematos? And he can just build walls out of concrete, so that's useless. So F on Sematos. Midnight, I have to put her with President Mike on the A tier list because Midnight has a good, strong quirk. Yeah, with Sematos, yeah. He's good for preventing debris from falling, but otherwise that's useless. Midnight, on the other hand, is an A tier because her quirk is extremely strong and extremely useful. But the only downfall is the only reason why she's an A and not an S is because her quirk mainly works on males and only disorients females and makes them drowsy while she puts the males to sleep. Oh, yes. Yes, she is. I completely agree. Let's do Recovery Girl next. Recovery Girl, I would put her in the B tier because she has a good healing quirk. She's good for like after fight situations, like the aftermath situations. Let's see, Nezu. Nezu, I have to put up at the top with uh up on the S tier with Aizawa because he has like a 200 IQ. He's like super smart, and even though he's not technically a hero, he could fit into small spaces and look at a hostage situation from up above in the vents. He is insanely smart and he's psychotic. I love him too. He is insanely smart, but he is psychotic. He is psychotic as well. Let's see. Endeavor, he is getting an F for grooming his children. And for putting his wife in mental hospital. Yeah, Endeavor got an F because he groomed his children and put his wife in a mental hospital. I mean, don't get me wrong, Endeavor's quirk is extremely strong. Extremely strong. But he basically did everything out of hatred for All Might. And he wanted his children to surpass him, surpass All Might. And so he groomed and didn't properly train his children into what they were meant to be. So Endeavor is staying at F tier. Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree. Well, yeah, I knew that. That he turned one of his children into a villain and only created children to defeat All Might. He practically ignored his other two children because he thought they were useless. Okay, let's see. Hawks. I would say he is maybe a or B tier because his backstory was really, really messed up. And he did not deserve to be treated that way by the Heroes Commission. He did not deserve to be treated like that, like a weapon, because he's human too. He is, baby. I would have to put him in A tier. Okay, let's see. Now we're on to, like, the villains, I guess. Oh, no. Aerie. Let's do Aerie. Aerie, she has a useful quirk, but she has her limits. So I would put her in A tier. She has a really strong quirk, which is reverse or rewind. But she has her limits. And if she is actually holding on to somebody, yeah, she is, baby. And if she's actually holding on to somebody like she was with Deku, then she gives them a huge power up. Yeah, it could save lives. Her quirk could save lives. Okay, now let's get on to the ones that we know, the villains that we know. Stain. Where do you think he would be? He has a strong quirk, but oh, sorry. He has a good quirk, but it might have drawbacks. Because depending on the blood intake he has, depends on how long they stay down for. And he wants to get rid of fake heroes. So where would he go? Would he go in B tier or C tier? Because I don't think I would put him in A tier. He was insane. Yeah, he was extremely insane. That I agree with. B tier. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's see. All for One. He was incredibly insane, but he had multiple quirks. But he could also steal quirks and give quirks. So I would say he's either an A or S. A or S tier? F tier for evil, yeah. Because he only actually used it for evil, not for good. And there are theories where he is Izuku's father. So yeah, that would be an F tier. Most definitely. Let's see. Let's do a couple more villains that we know. Shigaraki. Yep. Evil. Shigaraki is just like a man-child. So I think he would be in an F. Because he's like a man-child. He's just like... And he's creepy. Yeah. So Shigaraki would be an E. Yeah. Kuroguri. Well, I should say Kuroguri slash Oboro Shirakumo. He wasn't really evil because he was only obeying what Shigaraki was saying. D. Yeah. But the other side of him, Oboro Shirakumo, yeah, he died and got turned into a villain. But deep down in his hero heart, I guess you would say, his other half, Oboro, was still hero-like because and I didn't see this episode, but spoiler alert, he responded greatly, and some of the purple mist was going away and showing Oboro's face and responding to Aizawa and Mike. So deep down, he was still that kid. Yeah. Yeah, Oboro, he was just a kid. You gotta think, they were doing their internships and they were 17. Oboro was just a kid when he died. But D seems fair because, on one hand, if you're talking about Kuroguri's quirk, it's good for escaping, like, dangerous situations. But on the other hand, if you're talking about Oboro's quirk, then Oboro's quirk is kind of... I don't want to say this about him because he's so sweet, but his Oboro Shirakumo's quirk is kind of useless because he can only create and manipulate clouds, but I guess you can use that to your advantage. But Oboro was just a kid when he died, and that's honestly sad. Okay, Dabi, aka Toya Todoroki. He was a victim of child abuse and a victim of grooming. So, but he is still a villain. So I would put him in E with Shigaraki. because yet he was victim, but in the same breath he chose his lifestyle as a villain. Okay, let's see. Toga. She was a victim of bullying and also, I guess you could say, toxic household. But her quirk is extremely strong because you could use she could use that in undercover situations. So I have to put her in D. Or yeah, quirkiest behavior C. Yeah, most definitely. Let's see who else is on here. Twice. Her quirk evolved in the later seasons. Yeah. I'll have to get into watching that again. Okay. Twice. He could go. His quirk is good because he even used it on Dobby when Dobby was fighting with Dobby's clone was fighting Eraserhead. So I would say his quirk or his tier rank would be maybe a C. Because his quirk probably evolved in the later seasons. And he could use his quirk for good. The good quirk, but it made him yeah. Whenever he takes off the mask, he's insane. Let's see. Muscular. Let's do muscular, and then let's do good magna, and then overhaul. So muscular, he would probably be an F because he was just plain out insane. He was just plain out insane. Yeah, muscular was just plain out insane. So he deserves to be in the F. Dobby deserves to be an F. I mean, yeah, he was abused. Yeah. Yeah, he did become a villain to get revenge. To get revenge so he can destroy his father. And Muscular. Oof. Muscular deserves to be an F as well because he was just plain out insane. Plus, his quirk is kind of useless. So, where do you think Miss Joke? I completely forgot about her. Yeah, she is a C because she is just annoying. So, where do you think Muscular deserves to be? F. Okay, let's do. I believe this is Good Magna, right? Where do you think Good Mag? I don't know how you pronounce the name. Magna. Where do you think they would go? Overall would be an F for abusing Aerie. Most definitely. Magna. But so where would Magna go? D deserved more screen time, yeah. And Overhaul deserves an F for abusing Aerie. Let's see, is there any more that you want to rank? Yeah, Overhaul sucks. I completely agree. So, is there anyone else you want to rank? Sun Eater. Yep. D. Yeah, he is super shy. But he is such a sweet, innocent boy. He's innocent. But he is way, way shy. Anyone else? Anyone else you want to rank? Alright. So this is the final tier list of what we did. It's not much, because there was way too many characters that none of us knew. Because, like, we don't follow the anime much. Well, I haven't gotten that far yet. And, I'm not that far in the manga either. So, this is the ranking. I agree with everything that is on here. Most definitely. So, this is the end of episode 1 of tier list for My Hero. In episode 2, we will go ahead and do, I'll let this load, do either this one, let's see if this is the same characters. Oh no, they're kind of different. We'll probably go with, not this one, but, we'll probably go with this one, the My Hero Academia ships, because that one seems fun. Next time we get to do all of these, or at least most of these. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. There's so many ships. Oh my god. Jesus. This one would have to be in like 2 parts. In like 2 episodes. Because there's just so many ships. And, yeah. So next time we'll do this one. The, My Hero Academia ship list. The all MHA ships, and they literally mean all of them. So yeah, that one will be next, and that one would have to be in 2 episodes. So this is it for this episode. I am so glad you joined me, Lucas. On Monday night, probably about maybe 7-ish, maybe, I will be going live on regular YouTube, not OBS. I'll be going live, and I'll be doing my Christmas/mall haul. And Tuesday, I will be finishing up my Lego set. Tuesday morning, I'll be finishing up my Lego set, and Tuesday night, I will be doing another tier list, probably. So, on OBS. So, yay. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I'm extremely exhausted. Because it's like 9 o'clock, as you can tell up here. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I have work tomorrow. Woo! Yay! So, have a good night, and I will be back streaming on Monday. So, I hope to see you then on my stream on Monday night. So, yeah. Hope to see you then on Monday night. Have a good night. Sleep well. So, yeah. That is it for this stream. Yay! My first time streaming on OBS. Yeah, I don't know if you're typing or not. That's what sucks about OBS. Yeah, I have no idea if you're still typing or if you're still on. But I'm gonna end the stream. See ya.